You know, it's been said in life and in landscaping that you need to stop and smell the flowers. You know, that's important, especially here on our segment today. We're going to make a lot of stops, a great landscape design in Cobblestone Crossing in Elkhart. All the details coming up. We're out here at Cobblestone Crossing in Elkhart today, featuring landscape design from Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Mark, this is a place that you've been to a few times over the years, right?
More than just a few times. You know, our relationship with Fireside Homes and Tim Miller goes back many, many years. And this is a Fireside community, and these homes have been built by Fireside Homes, and we did over half the original landscaping here.
Amazing. Well, some of these homeowners, I'm sure, have been here the duration. I don't know about Norma exactly. She's one of the homeowners here along with Carl, but Norma said there was a Japanese maple out here that was kind of getting in the way, maybe, huh?
You know, as beautiful as it was, it actually just got simply too big after 20 plus years. And so that was the first thing that had to go. That opened up this, and there really wasn't anything here that we repurposed. And Norma's an avid gardener. She's been into gardening her whole entire life, and she knows what she likes. She knows what she doesn't like.
Well, she's done a nice job. Of course, hiring you was the key, and I know you've enjoyed the relationship you've developed.
Absolutely, and Norma and Carl, they both love color, and so you see a lot of things in here providing color. We've got the dianthus, which has been in bloom this entire spring. It'll continue to bloom into the summer months. Got a little lime hydrangea, which will come into its glory here shortly and bloom through the summertime and up to the fall. And if you look behind us here, we've got a nice winding sandstone path leading over to the park bench, and Norma's done such a wonderful job adding little pops of color here with her annuals.
Stone ground cover?
Low maintenance was the name of the game. Around the post lamp here, we've got our low maintenance drift roses. These will bloom all 3 seasons. And then we've got our little dwarf evergreen here. This is a dwarf Hinoki cypress, and it does a great job of repelling mosquitoes. And the beauty of this is there is no pruning whatsoever.
Hey, I like that. You're talking low maintenance on, aren't you?
That's right. We're anchoring the corner of the house here with a dwarf tree hydrangea, and this will not only bloom in the summertime, but up until frost in the fall. Flowers start out kind of a creamy ivory white color, and then they'll turn kind of a pinkish mauve. Hey
Mark, when you start with a landscape design out here, is it a whole lot easier to kind of renovate the entire front, side, and back all at one time, or? Well,
the nice thing about that is everything is maturing at the same time. We typically walk around with the homeowner, we evaluate, and the goal is always to repurpose as much as possible. And sometimes it's not possible, but Norma had all this beautiful landscaping at her previous home, and she wanted to bring some of that with her. And so you're going to see these perennials here. We've got different varieties of coral bells. These came from Norma's previous home. They were dug up and they were transplanted. We added the Annabelle hydrangeas here so that from the street it would help block and disguise the utilities that we've got over here. Norma had a lot of hostas, and so she dug those up. We brought them over here and we incorporated some hostas in here, and a very unusual variety. And I don't know if you've ever heard of a twofer hosta?
Well, not really.
No, well, we've got a twofer hosta here. And if you look closely, we've got these large leaves here, and we've got these small leaves here. And these were grown together and you get 2 for 1.
How about
so it's
that?
A 2 for Hasa.
What a deal. Huh?
It is. And these came from Norma's previous home. So
I think Norma said she was up in Michigan, wasn't she?
That's right.
Yeah.
More coral bells. This one happens to be sending up at spikes of flowers, which attract both hummingbirds and butterflies. We've got more hydrangeas around here. As we approach the back part of the yard, we've got the outdoor living area here. Okay. And they've got such a wonderful view of the lake and the floating fountains and the waterfalls here. And if I lived here, this is where I would want to spend my time.
Well,
I'm going to get myself an umbrella. I need an umbrella though.
Okay. Too hot, huh?
Norma needs an umbrella, huh?
I need an umbrella back here because boy, it really gets hot.
Well, it's seamless from front to side to back, isn't it, Mark?
Yes, it is. And so we wanted to have easy access to the patio here. So we built this landing and set of steps. Oh. And it's the same level as the floor inside of the house. You come down here and we're going to be adding some railing here for safety. And they're blessed with this really large patio. And then we've got these raised gardens. And Carl's got a wonderful crop of tomatoes going on here. Yeah. He's actually staged the crops so that we'll have tomatoes throughout the season. I love the addition of all the annuals. The marigolds are absolutely beautiful.
So peaceful back here, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Now, if you're not out here on the patio, but you're inside the house, you're looking out, you not only get to enjoy the pond, stream, and waterfalls, but we've got a nice little perennial garden here, which is designed so we've got nonstop color in the spring, the summer, and the fall. And we took into consideration that we didn't want anything that got too tall or too large, so when you're inside the house, you can still see the body of water there.
So Norma's not going to have the problem that she had earlier about a year ago with that Japanese maple.
It was a big visual block. And Norma wanted to point out her little Japanese maple here. Now, the one that was in the front yard got much, much larger. This is a short miniature variety, and in 20 years, it won't get any taller than 6 feet in height.
Okay, great views here. Crossing the cobblestone crossing, once again, the location here today. And man, Mark, you mentioned it, but you go way back with this subdivision, and things here are just popping right now, thanks to you and your updates.
Well, thank you. So we've got more raised gardens here, and we have constructed them out of composite decking material, which is a no maintenance material.
I like that.
We've not only used that for the raised gardens here, our deck and our steps are made out of the same material, and we wanted to have it so it was at a comfortable height so you didn't have to bend over.
Yeah.
And so this is easily accessible from the deck, and again, we came all the way up to the window height, so when you're inside and you're looking out, we don't have any visual blocks.
A lot of things going on here, Mark.
Yes, and it continues over here. We've got a daylight basement window.
Yep.
And we want to make sure that we get plenty of sunlight into that lower level, and so we went with low plantings. We've got a couple of our dwarf golden hinoki cypress, which will never ever have to be pruned. And for a nice contrast of color, we've got our red drift roses and then a summer blooming hydrangea.
Outstanding. Well, those rosebuds, they'll continue to pop all summer long,
yes,
won't they?
They will.
Yeah. Well, Mark, we started in the front, went to the side, and now we're in the back in kind of a different view here as we're standing closer to the water, looking back at your lovely design. Congratulations. Nice job.
And you know, if this was my home, this is where I'd be spending all the time as well.
Yeah.
And Norma and Carl, they live back here when they're not at their home in Florida.
Yeah.
And it's just so fun to watch the wildlife, all the different birds and the geese, and the ducks and the swans that are attracted to the water. And then, of course, the sounds of the falling water, not only from the waterfall, but the floating fountains as well.
You know, you've said this before, but when you reach that 20-year mark, 25 years, it's about time, isn't it, to do a redo on the landscape?
You know, as much as you can do with pruning and that, you just get to a point where you just can't prune that much more.
Yeah.
And also utilizing the stone and the weed barrier. It's not that the stone deteriorates, it's not that the weed barrier deteriorates, it just gets tired and fine particulates settle in there, and when it gets contaminated, you get weeds that grow on top of the weed barrier.
Is it a little more challenging, difficult because of the change of seasons up here too?
Well, you know, we do have fall, which anything deciduous or leafy comes off, and it's so important to make sure that you remove those leaves and keep as much debris out of those stone beds as possible, and that will extend the life of your landscaping.
Makes good sense. Well, Carl and Norma, a delight to be with today, weren't they?
They are.
And they've got a little bit of an input here for you regarding the landscape design from Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Norma and Carl join us here inside Cobblestone Crossing and a landscape design from Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Norma, you're pretty pleased with what's happened out here, aren't you?
I love it out here, yes. And it's so nice, especially when we get to the back.
Yeah.
It's probably one of our favorite places. There's a lot of ducks and whatever out there that we see all the time. So, cool. Yes, it's very nice here.
Hey, what did this look like, Norma, back about a year or two ago when you first arrived?
A year ago when we arrived, this was all a big tree here, a Japanese maple that we had removed, and he put in another Japanese maple, but it's out in the back now. It's prettier back there, so I didn't want anything too big here so we could see out and see all of the landscaping. And,
yeah.
Right.
And you've got a nice place to look at the landscaping, and this is a design of yours, isn't it? The bench and the setting back here.
And this back here, yes. I needed something to, nice little setting place.
Yeah, very good.
I think it's.
Carl, do you approve with everything?
I approve everything. I know how to say yes, ma'am.
I love it. Well, Mark, I know you've enjoyed being out here, haven't you?
Absolutely, and they've been a joy to work with, and also want to thank Norma and Carl for the opportunity, not only for being able to do this project with them, but also to share their beautiful landscaping and their home with all the viewers. Thank you so much. Appreciate both of you.
Yep.
Very good. Cobblestone Crossing. It's a great neighborhood.
That it is.
And a wonderful design here. Norma, thank you. Carl, great meeting you. We've got a whole lot more coming up on the program, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
Linton's Enchanted Gardens. 9 acres of family fun with a petting zoo, swan paddle boats, walk-on water features, gemstone mining, and more, with a complete garden center and garden cafe, all on County Road 17 in Elkhart.
Summer fashions are upon us, and Cindy is here to show off some styles here. Summer fashions from Linton's Enchanted Gardens, and we're going to start with the soft knit off-shoulder top, made in Italy by Catherine Lily White, $76.99. The natural cord pendant necklace comes as a set with the top, and it's included at no additional charge. The drawstring tropical print pants are also made in Italy by Catherine Lily White, $76.99. The blush coral crossbody wristlet is by Jen & Co., $31.99. Check out the earrings with assorted beads and real stones by Periwinkle, $18.99. And finally, the aromatherapy bead bracelet with the Tree of Life charm. That's only $12.99 here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, and you can use these great aromatherapy diffusers on the beads. This one is the headache relief. You can use the lavender essential oil that promotes relaxation. And finally, the orange essential oil, great for clear skin. It's right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Hey, we're going to have a little fun here with Cindy returning to show off a top that's really unique. It's the bubblegum pink gauze blouse with cutout lace by UMG, $55.99. The whimsical crossbody French bulldog bag is by Sleepyville Critters, $34.99. The crystal butterfly necklace is by Sleek, just $9.99. Check out the silver cutout flower earrings by Rain, $12.99. And finally, the crystal cross bracelet with faceted beads by Howard's, $16.99 here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Summer fashion's the theme here from Linton's Enchanted Gardens, and Cindy returns to show off one last item or two for us, beginning with the faux suede embroidered print vest with full-length lace by Origami, $74.99. The vegan leather wristlet is by Jen & Co., $30.99. How about the necklace and earring set with pastel mixed beading by Periwinkle, $24.95. And finally, the watch and bracelet set with faceted beads and crystal stones by Charlie Page, only $25.99 here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Well done, Cindy. How about a twirl for those at home? You know, a lot of people are amazed by the way you twirl here on the last part of the segment. Nice job. Hey, much more coming up on the program, so stay with us. We'll be right back. Hey, we're here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. We're having a great time. We're thinking about the cruise-in, Mark, that's coming up on June 15th, 9 to 3. Ahead of the cruise-in, though, you can pre-register and get a couple of free meals inside the Garden Cafe.
If you pre-register 1 week in advance, you get 2 complimentary meals from the Garden Cafe. What a great deal.
What about this bad boy? We going to see this heritage Bronco in the cruise-in?
Isn't this a cool ride here? Yes, it's a commemorative from 1966.
Get out of town.
I love the details, especially those wheels there.
I like the color too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, we're going to see all kinds of vehicles here again on June 15th.
From 9 to 3.
9 to 3, but pre-register, won't you? Because you're going to pick up on some free meals, and who doesn't like free meals, right?
From the Garden Cafe.
There you go. Hey, this is a real popular kind of intersection here on your property, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and our guests always look forward to our cruise-in.
Yeah, very good. Well, check it out, won't you? We've got a whole lot more coming up, don't we?
Yeah, we're going to head right over here, and
let's do that.
I want to share our new butterfly and hummingbird garden with the viewers.
All right. Now, this wasn't always this way. You've kind of made a switcheroony, haven't you?
We have, and if you remember, this actually was our quilt garden, and we loved participating with the quilt garden. Did that for almost 20 years.
It's a good run.
But you got to change with changing times, and our guests are so into plants and flowers that attract both hummingbirds and butterflies, and so why not have a hummingbird and butterfly garden right here where they can see everything in their glory?
Isn't that something? Yeah, a lot of information, right? For
Absolutely,
folks that stop
and
by.
it's all free. So we've got brochures here on attracting butterflies and hummingbirds, and this is a complete list of everything that we've got here in the garden. And guess what, Craig?
Oh, what's that,
All
Mark?
these plants are grown at our nursery, and they're also available in our garden center.
Isn't that something?
Now, what you're holding there is actually the landscape plan or print to the garden, and so we invite our guests to walk around, and this helps not only identify but gives them design ideas. And the idea behind this was to have something in bloom in the spring, the summer, and fall, constantly attracting hummingbirds and butterflies. And so you're going to see some plants that are in their glory right now. We had plants that were blooming earlier, and of course later on in the season we'll have different plants in bloom.
Are we seeing some butterflies and hummingbirds?
Yes, actually we saw our first butterflies several weeks ago. Hummers. As I come and go here, I've not seen any of the hummers yet, but of course they will be showing up shortly.
Well, June 15th they'll show up, won't they?
For the cruise-in, absolutely.
Yeah, the hummers will be here. Well, very good, Mark. I appreciate all that you do. This is a work of art. It really is.
Well,
isn't it?
thank you.
Yeah.
You know, it's my passion. I love doing this, and it just brings me a lot of joy.
Well, it comes so natural and so easy for you guys. This is all new sod here, by the way, isn't it?
Yes, major transformation from what was here before. Then over here, you're going to see some of our scabiosas, also known as pincushion flowers. This variety happens to be called butterfly blue. And Craig, this is one of the few perennials that actually grows nonstop all spring, all summer, and fall.
That's good.
Directly behind it, you see our knockout roses there. They will continue to bloom nonstop as well. And then the light conditions are more shaded over here underneath the base of our concolor fir. And so we've got some of our old-fashioned favorites, our variegated hostas. They've not sent up their flowers yet, but they will be producing flowers that attract both hummingbirds and butterflies.
This has been your anchor for a long time, hasn't it?
Yes, it has,
Wow.
and we wanted to build and sculpt around it.
Yes. Well,
Over here we've got a nice selection of cone flowers. It's not just one color, it's not just one variety. You're going to see all different colors of cone flowers here. They bloom all the way through the summertime up until frost in the fall.
So the hummingbirds really like the cone flowers, don't they?
And
the butterflies.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
And then we've got focal points around here. We're not just 100% perennials, but we have a nice tree hydrangea here, which will be producing some flowers during the summertime up until frost. We've got a globe blue spruce patio tree for some fall and winter interest. One of my favorites is the red Japanese lace leaf maple.
It really is a tour we're taking, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Directly here in front of us, this is a moonbeam coreopsis, also known as tick seed. Now these will produce the most beautiful yellow kind of buttercup type of flowers. Later on in the season, bloom all the way up until fall. And these plants here, they're just now starting to wake up from dormancy. These are in the center of the garden because, Craig, they are going to get at least 6 feet in height. These are Joe Pye plants, and there isn't anything any better than Joe Pye for attracting butterflies. But they're in the center of the garden because they get so large.
Even in the season, they'll get that high, huh?
Absolutely.
Wow. What else, Mark?
Well, we've got bee balm over here, and they've not come into their glory yet, but these will be producing a deep red, magenta-like type of flower that both hummingbirds and butterflies like. We've got our shade-loving hydrangeas more towards the back there. And we've got some bleeding heart, which are coming into their glory right now. And of course, bleeding heart prefer more shaded conditions. So they're again underneath the base of the concolor fir trees. But absolutely love those beautiful, dainty pink flowers.
You've already given us an idea why things look so great here. I mean, the plants, trees, and shrubs are all super healthy because they're grown right here on your property a little east of here.
Absolutely. Hey, just behind you here, I don't know if, do you know what this is?
I have no idea.
Well, Craig, this is actually a weed.
Oh,
and
I thought you
I came out here this morning and I wanted to go through here and just de-weed everything. And I was walking around here. I couldn't find one weed whatsoever. And then it dawned on me, I didn't have my weeding glasses on. And now I do, and just found the weed.
Weeding glasses. I like
weeding glasses, absolutely.
Well, that's cool, Mark.
Another focal point here is this beautiful weeping redbud tree here. This bloomed earlier in the springtime, and now it produces a very unusual heart-shaped leaf there.
I like that design. Man, so many things to look at. You really need to come here and soak it in, don't you?
Yes, there's a lot of different plants here. This is called our ironweed, and it hasn't started blooming yet, but right now you can really appreciate the variegated foliage. Next to that, we've got our butterfly bushes. Those are butterfly magnets, and those will be blooming with kind of a bluish purple colored flower. And this variety happens to be called Lo and Behold, and just like its name signifies, it stays low and only gets to be a couple feet in height.
I don't know if this is a part of it, but you've got the living fence going on, right?
Yes, we do. This is actually our employee entrance, and we wanted to create a visual block for that, so we used our emerald green arborvitaes to make a living fence.
I love it.
Another specimen tree here, this is our red flowering horse chestnut, and if you were here just a few weeks ago, these were clusters of deep pink, almost a red colored flower, and it was in its glory. Very unusual tree here, and put on quite the show.
Well, come out and visit. It's the butterfly and hummingbird garden here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. What else?
We've got some cat mint here. This happens to be one called Cat's Pajamas, and this produces a beautiful blue colored flower. These stop growing at about 24 inches in height, and we're doing a lot of plantings here in masses, and so it's big splashes of color.
Sure.
Just behind them, for a little bit more height, we've got our Asiatic lilies, and again, this is a big mass planting of Asiatic lilies. Come back in a few weeks, and all of these flower buds here will have just the most spectacular lily flowers on them, and they will be blooming throughout the summertime.
Now, Mark, is it a good idea if you're a guest here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens to maybe bring your camera and take some pictures and then go home and duplicate what you see out here?
Absolutely.
Is that the idea?
And that's why we have the landscape plans, we have the maps, everything is labeled here. We've got more butterfly bushes incorporated in here. One of my favorite is the yarrow, and these continue to bloom all 3 seasons, all spring, summer, and fall. And I love the combination of the beautiful clusters of yellow flowers and that silvery green colored type of foliage.
I love the color. I love it. Well, we've got a ways to go here before we finish, but we're getting close.
Yes. So these that are coming up like lilies here, these are called crocosmia, and they have the most beautiful and exotic red colored flowers. And again, we're doing mass plantings that follow the curvature of the concrete here. Craig, these are going to get to be about 24, 30 inches in height. They'll continue to bloom all throughout the summertime. This little guy here looks small, but he's actually quite large, and that's why we have him here in the middle of the bed. He's waking up from dormancy. This is one of our hibiscus, and this produces dinner plate sized flowers. It's going to get to be about 4.5, 5 feet in height and about 3 feet in width. So that's why we've positioned them here, giving him plenty of room to grow.
And once it starts growing like that, it will probably happen like overnight, won't it?
That's right. They do come up fairly quickly once you start seeing that growth.
Gotcha.
We have some cardinal flowers along the edge of the planting bed here, also known as lobelia. Those also produce red flowers. And of course, to attract the hummers, they love the color red. And so we've got a lot of red coloration in here.
Well, you do have color for us, Mark, don't you?
Yes, we do. And Craig, not only color, we have fragrance. And as we walk over here, you can smell the lavender that's in bloom. I love lavender, not only because of the color, but as fragrance as well. Lavender will bloom nonstop all the way up until fall. We're going to have a sea of purplish blue color here with our lavender. And then we also added a couple of focal points, a topiary for fall and winter interest, as well as a Japanese bloodgood maple.
Well, it is a wonderful sight to see, and you need to come out and check out what we're talking about. You've got some great hours here for folks, including those hours for the cruise-in, Mark.
That's right. The cruise-in is from 9 to 3 on Saturday, and then we're here 7 days a week. On the weekend, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and then Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m.
Sounds great. Well, it's been a wonderful day, hasn't it?
Absolutely. And always remember to sow seeds of kindness wherever you grow.